One. Hold on.
Be easy. Sit back. While we make this shit look easy. Yeah. Smoke a Lucy, then circle around when you say.
Yeah, I see you, dog. You remixing.
Didn't mean to do that.
I was like, you know what? That shit always happened to me, bro, because you got to switch that shit.
This is not off open mic. This is off the rails. My bad. I'm producing, so my fault.
Yeah, hey, we over here. Yo, the niggers is here, and Jay's DJ.
Salute to the chat. Hey, Zeus, I said Thunder in 6. It's looking like that.
7. It's going to 7, bro. It's not over
looking
tonight.
Like that. Tonight, the Thunder sending them home.
No, y'all know better. Indiana, man, you already know how Hallie do when he's back against the wall. Game winning shot, game 7.
Did you see? So this my whole thing, and this is why I don't see a game 7. The first 3 games, the Pacers did whatever they wanted to do. They could key on Shea, and Shea was still getting off. Nobody else getting buckets. Game 4, Jalen Williams came out there and dropped 35. Because you know why? The coach put the ball in his hands. You play point guard, because Jalen Williams used to play point guard in high school. He's been playing point guard. So they won game 4 with him playing point guard. He dropped 35.
Yeah.
The last game, they did it again, and he dropped 40. So now you got 2 people. Now it's 2 people that they can't stop now.
On top of that, they bigger in size too.
Exactly, and I think that's why. If Indiana they play better on the road, so you can't count them out tonight. Salute Yoli, salute. So you can't count them out tonight, but just the game, he made the adjustments. Now, Rick Carlisle, you got to make the adjustments, bro. You got to neutralize Jalen Williams, or you're going home tonight.
And that's what I think. I think Carlisle's such an underrated good coach, man. He gonna make them adjustments. I think Hallie gonna come out have a big day. But like you said, that Indiana Pacers defense got to step up. You can't let two ballers get 70. You can't let 2 70, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
and
not looking good.
Hallie needs some help. Indiana needs some help on the offense. Somebody got to help out.
And I think their problem is Halliburton don't know that he's the guy.
Yeah.
He don't know that, because when he scores over 20 points, they win the game. He go through, and I think this is why they called him the most overrated, because he'll go through 3 quarters looking like shit, and then he balls out in the 4th quarter. But that's not consistent. He don't consistently ball out in the 4th quarter. So they looking at it like overrated, because once the game's over, you look like, oh shit, Hallie had 22, 14, and 9. But he didn't do shit the whole entire game. And it's coming back to bite him in the ass. He only had 4 points last game. He got injured, but before that, he wasn't doing nothing.
I think he in the wrong position. I like the fact that he a point guard, but he shows that he could be a shooting guard. I feel like if you went and got a really good point guard and moved him to shooting guard, maybe he would have that attitude like, I'm the shooting guard. I'm supposed to drop 25, 30 a night. I feel like because he played point guard, he get lost in trying to get to set up the offense.
And I think that is, I think you're right about that for sure. Like he tries to be Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
One thing he missing about Chris Paul is Chris Paul was out there getting 25 and up.
25, 10, and 2 and 1, right?
You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to score the points, man. Like, you're the guy. Like, on the Siakam ain't showing nobody that he's consistently the guy, so it's got to be you. Like, it runs through him. Like, so Rick Carlisle got to find a way to convince this man and get him involved from jump to end. You know what I mean? From jump ball to dead ball. Like, you got to play the whole game. He can't keep going 3 quarters doing nothing.
Nah, he can't. And then you said the name, Jay. Siakam. Needed Siakam tonight. He needed 30. Yeah, he needed 30-40 tonight.
Now, he need his Jalen Williams performance, right?
Yeah, he got to match Jalen. Like, he has disappeared this finals, man. Yeah. He need to step up. He need to turn back the clock when he got that championship and he was balling back in at Toronto, right?
26 and 12 or some shit like that. He averaged it in that championship.
He's the Scottie Pippen of his team. You know what I mean? He got to step up. So game 6, I'm calling it. I'm saying game 7, but everybody's saying you and Jesus said it's a wrap tonight.
Yeah, I've been saying 6, man, and I just the last 2 games I just seen their coach, the Thunder coach, change the game plan and adjust to what the Pacers was doing. Like now you can't just blitz SGA. You can't just double team him. You can't do that no more because Jalen Williams is getting 40 points. You know what I mean? He just scored 75 points in the past 2 games. You feel what I'm saying? So you got a real problem now. Miles Turner is becoming he's a liability. I know he's a liability in this series. He's a liability.
We're gonna get to that NFL, Jesus. We see the NFL clock is things are revving up in the NFL. But look,
yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
What's that game? Now, I mean, SGA, MVP of the league. Yeah. This is that rare game where if he could come out and he dropped that Fitty burger and he end them in Indiana and he the MVP of the finals, and they already say I'm starting to watch him more and see how he playing. He definitely play like a Kobe.
You look just like him.
Yeah, play just like him.
And that's the thing what separates him. He gets to his spot like Kobe used to.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he play like Kobe, because you're not gonna stop. Kobe learned that from Jordan. They got to their spots. You can't once you get to and when you get to your spot as a pro, you can't be stopped. But if SGA ended tonight and he ended in MVP fashion, we might be looking at the new dynasty, Jay, because we already talked about what they can do.
Yeah, they got like 11 fucking picks. 8 of them, I think, are first round picks.
Yep, and they're gonna have every star. They're gonna have Giannis gonna want to go there. Everybody gonna want to go there, bruh.
Yeah, you're right about that. And I just think he's about to be the new face because he's in commercials. He got his signature shoe. He got MVP. He got the Western Conference MVP. He finna get Finals MVP. He finna win a championship. And they've been talking about who's the next face, Tatum, Luka, all these guys. It's quietly been SGA. And he didn't. All they've been talking about. It's a small, but if it wasn't OKC, the small market, he would be plastered all over the place. If he was in New York, LA, he would be plastered all over the place. You know what I mean? But he can make
that market big. The thing about him is now, like you just said, all the commercials, the fact that he not Ant-Man, he don't do all that talking. He a pro's pro. He can fuck around and make OKC big like it was when the big 3 was there. For real.
When KD was there. And yeah, man, and he in the fashion world now too, but he don't, even in post games, he don't talk crazy. He don't do none of that. He just talks about the game and what he didn't do right or did do right. I love that about him, man. He just want to play basketball, and he gets on the court and does the same thing every single game. I don't think I ever seen that in my life outside of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Because you knew Mike and Kobe was going to shoot 30 plus shots every single night. Allen Iverson was going to shoot 30 something shots every night.
Right.
This little dude is going to score 30 something points every single night. You just know it. Like you just know it, bro. Like he's going to do it. And if he only get say 25.
Yeah.
That's because he's getting doubled and all that shit.
Yeah.
But he's still going to get 25 or more points.
Yeah, that dude, man, he's starting to, like I said, I the name when it's been floating, everybody been, and he been stepping on ants for the last 2 years. Ant-Man stepping on that nigga. So that shit raising him up even more, bro, because they keep boosting Ant-Man.
They try.
He keeps stepping on Ant-Man. So
but like, Ant-Man ain't doing himself no favors either, not having a solid performance in the playoffs.
Because he's doing the complete opposite of what you just said SGA doing. He talking more than balling. You know what I mean? So we can't even say Ant-Man. We can't even talk about Ant-Man no more. He got a long way to climb.
Same breath as SGA. No.
Not in the same breath as a lot of dudes, for real.
Yeah. Because he got an Ant-Man. Yes, you led your team to 2 conference finals in a row, but you didn't do nothing in neither one of them, though. That's the problem. You got to 2 back-to-back and didn't do nothing both times. It's like, dog, come on, man. Like, you let Luka beat you by himself down there last year.
Yeah, for real. Come
on, bro. Like, and it was you and Cat and all these other dudes. Y'all still had a good team. Y'all actually might have been a better defensive team that last year. You know what I'm saying? And they like, we need them 30 pieces, man. Where them 30 balls at every game? If you him, where is that at?
Where them 30-piece nuggets at with extra
Every
solid?
game, bro. In the finals,
Mhm.
conference finals, bro. Come on, man. Is you trying to get to the championship or what?
Jay, I gotta ask you this because this who you gonna have to face with your Bengals. Jesus talking about Jair Alexander signed with the Ravens. That Ravens secondary is awfully nice, bro. How you feel about that? Having to go? It's funny. I seen it in the post under the post. It was like Jair Alexander signing it. He's like, what's the name? Still gonna get 150 yards and 2 touchdowns a game with the Bengals. It ain't gonna stop nothing.
That's a fact. That's the fact. I agree. It ain't gonna stop nothing as far as when we play them, but adding Jari, he's one of the best safeties in the league, corner, whatever, DB, period. You can put him anywhere. You know what I mean? So that's definitely going to help them. They're getting I don't want to say an Ed Reed type player, but like 17. It's like Ed Reed, and then it's like Ed Reed right here, but then you got Jari. Like he down here, but
But I see.
You know what I mean? It's still that caliber of player. Is just he's just not Ed Reed. So it's
in that defense, like I see what you're saying though. In that defense, he could be an Ed Reed with all the other great players, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In that defense, they can use him like that. He's pretty much gonna be like a safety valve out there because they don't want him. He older. They don't want him to go out there and you just roam the field and you know what I mean.
At the end of the day, I don't care what the Ravens do defensively. Now they lost.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Ex-Jet said Mosley just retired as a Raven. So they losing play. They gaining players, but they
smoker to lose, boy.
Yeah. But to me, none of that shit matters with the Ravens. It comes down to one name. It's Lamar Jackson. Is Lamar Jackson going to outplay Mahomes? Is he going to outplay Josh Allen? Is he going to outplay Burrow? It don't matter what the Ravens do defensively. If Lamar run around here and fumble the ball and throw interceptions, it ain't going to matter, Jay. It ain't going to matter.
And I'm gonna add one more name to that, Harbaugh, John Harbaugh. I believe he in a Tomlin type of situation.
Yeah.
Where you be winning, you be doing all this shit, but you ain't getting us nowhere. You got all this talent, and you ain't getting us nowhere. He's gonna be on the clock soon.
Yeah, him and Tomlin on the clock. You're right. They both.
Tomlin, Harbaugh's on the clock. Tomlin's on the clock, but I think. If Harbaugh don't get nowhere in the playoffs this year, I think we gonna start hearing that shit next off season.
Speaking of Tomlin, his Tomlin stopwatch is like 000, bro. It's about to be a wrap. It is. It's sad that it's about to be a wrap because he putting his career and what he got left in the Steelers in a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, and it ain't gonna look good, bro.
And that's about to be the downfall of him is Aaron Rodgers.
Right. They gonna go down together.
But you know what's so crazy? Tomlin won't be on. Somebody will fire their coach.
Oh yeah, he gonna get another job. We know that.
Though, like coach, if he have a losing season this year, it'll be his first losing season of his whole career with the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro.
You know where he going? Let me tell you where he going.
Where?
Cincinnati.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I know you like that.
Because I like Zach Taylor, but he ain't the one. He got to a Super Bowl, though. He coached us to a Super Bowl. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but that's because I feel like anybody could have coached that team, bro. Like that was.
Yeah. You're right.
That was Burrow.
And they had to cheat us to win the Super Bowl for the Rams to get their fan base popping, man. That was some bullshit, man.
I know that shit hurt. That's like. That hurts you like that Super Bowl with the Chiefs hurt me, bro. That Mahomes on one leg shit.
Bro,
damn.
That's
what Jesus say? Ravens defense play well enough in playoffs. Yeah, that's what we're saying. We're not worried
about the defense. It's the offense.
If Lamar Jackson keep running around with the ball up in the air like this, trying to win. Come on, man. You don't see Jay
should have 30 carries in the AFC Championship game last year. What the fuck was they talking about? He should have had 30 carries.
And then the year before they had the game and they stopped running the ball.
They had Gus and they had two-headed monster that year, and they stopped running the ball with Lamar and him. And they let Lamar throw the ball the whole rest of the damn game. And no, you're not winning like that. The Chiefs, that first one, the Chiefs only scored their first 2 possessions, they scored touchdowns. Bro, they scored 3. That was in the first quarter. They scored 3 points for the rest of the game. And y'all lost 17-10. with them
Harbaugh.
scoring 3 points for the rest of the damn game, yo. That was the
Harbaugh.
craziest I've ever seen in my life, Scully.
Harbaugh thinking that Lamar Jackson was Josh Allen and Mahomes. He blew that shit bad.
He blew that shit. That's almost as bad as Shanahan and the Falcons.
Almost.
Bro, they got their touchdowns out early. Bro, they
Yeah.
scored 3 points in the second half, and that was it. 17 points, bro. And
They
y'all
didn't throw the ball.
10?
They didn't throw the ball to Julio one time in the second half, bro.
Nigga, the shit was crazy. And then in the first, you guys, Dave Flowers catching bombs out of nowhere. They stopped doing it. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, it was weird. Then last year, we seen what happened last year. You stopped running Derrick Henry. You barely gave him the ball. Like, you got to do what got you there, man. That's what I'm hating about Harbaugh. He get there, and then the first week, fine. Second week, fine. AFC Championship, now you want to do something different.
He said, like in any given Sunday, like LL said, he said, you got to play. I got another play. Shit.
Oh, like that's crazy to me, man. Like they ain't even a personnel. It's the coaching, yo. It's literally the offense, how they coach their offense. I'm putting it all on the coaches because their game plan in those last two AFC championships have been horrible, yo. Especially when you watch the first 2 rounds and y'all run the ball like crazy.
So it don't matter what their defense go. Their defense was stout last year. You know what I mean?
Luke.
Triple B, what up? Look, there's some new free agency news, big free agency news, even bigger than that Jair shit. The Cowboys have signed the cheerleaders to a 400% pay raise.
I ain't mad at it. But why is he doing that instead of building his team?
Because you got to put your money where your stock is. Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders is the highlight.
More important than the team.
Cowboy franchise, bruh. The highlight.
More important than the team is the cheerleaders.
This dude, this is actually a headline on ESPN, bro. Like, stop it. Cowboys cheerleaders getting 400% raise, and this man, Jerry Jones, ain't signed a motherfucker. Man, come on. He got Pickens, who gonna be there 1 year. What is the Cowboys doing, Jay? For real?
They not doing nothing at all. Is what I'm saying. They're not doing nothing at all. They're not trying to do anything. And Triple B, you got me. I have no idea where they got the money from. You ain't paying nobody. Maybe that's what it is. They ain't paying. Because they haven't done anything in the offseason. Jerry is definitely a joke. And y'all remember what he said a few years ago. I don't believe anybody can do my job better than me as the GM.
You're right. He right.
Are you right?
Can't nobody fuck this shit up better than him. He right.
Come on, man. Like Jerry don't want to do anything. All he wants to do is make money. I'm not mad at the cheerleaders getting paid. I'm not mad at that at all. But if you're gonna do that, build your team too. Come on, man.
He got Dak to restructure that contract, and that money went to the cheerleaders. Just
I already see what he's trying to do. The Lakers, they about to sell for $10 billion, and Dallas is valued as the highest value franchise in all of sports. So he's looking for $20 billion when he sell that shit.
How is that? I don't even understand. I don't even see Cowboys fans no more. Like the last 2 years of the Cowboys playoff disappointment and them not winning a damn home game last year. I don't see any the bandwagon is the whole tire broke off. Ain't no Cowboy fans out here. How they gonna sell for that much? That's crazy.
Well, it's because they make money regardless. It's like the Knicks. We can be trash for 30 years and still make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Dallas ain't been doing nothing. You can tell that he's happy with just people coming to the game and watching them lose. As long as y'all spending money, we're cool. You see what they did with the stadium? That was the first step.
Yeah.
We're going to build this big-ass, ridiculous-ass stadium, and they're valued as the highest value team, man. Like, that's crazy to me that they still valued as the highest team in sports, any sport, and they trash. And Jerry's not even trying to make them better. Why you bring George Pickens there?
They don't even have a running back. He didn't even get a running back.
Why you bring George Pickens there? With what you just said, they don't got a running back. Why you bring George Pickens there?
So he can have a show. See, Jerry liked the show. He liked the show. He like
Nick Chubb just went to the Texans.
Jerry is the Donald Trump of the NFL. He likes the show. He likes the show. He knows it's gonna be a show out there with Pickens, and when Pickens start acting a fool, it's gonna be a show. It's a reality show, bro. He like that shit. That's what sells. But that's Cowboy fans jumping off of cliffs and highways and shit though. That ain't all good.
Yeah, you right, man. And in-town team Texans just went and got Nick Chubb, but you brought in George Pickens.
Damn, the Browns gave Brownies. I thought the Brownies was gonna keep Nick Chubb, man.
Oh, they got Juckins and they got Foreman or Ford. They got yeah, they're good at running back. Juckins is why they let him go.
I think it's time for Nick to maybe resurrect, see what's left in the knees, man.
Texans is gonna be great for him.
In that offense, yeah, because he don't really got to be the bell cow now. He can just play ball now. He can just ball.
He can just get his little carries, little 10, 15 carries and be cool. He's gonna get the ball for sure.
Yeah.
Yup, Sampson. Yup, I forgot about Sampson. Yup, they good at running back. Browns don't.
They do got.
The only thing they got to worry about, yeah, they did. They did draft, and the only thing they got to worry about is not killing their quarterback.
Right. Yeah. That's the main thing.
That's what they do. Not even taking a shot at them or nothing. Like Mike and Steve, Cleveland Browns fans, they understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You had like 50 quarterbacks. So just don't kill the quarterback. If they don't kill the quarterback, the Browns will be perfectly fine. They might have a generational talent that they just drafted in the 4th round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Shedeur, another top what's the name going? A topic right now is Brown. So yeah, okay. You know he got a fast car. You know his pops is Dion. You know he already got the chains and the money. He driving a Lambo at a Ferrari 101 miles an hour already. So if you a Browns GM, Jay, and you looking at this like he already kind of was blackballed by the draft. Now he's speeding and running, and here we go. Is this just something small, or is he? Is Shedeur going to really wow out, man? There because he is Sanders. What's he really? He already got the ticket. He's been there 90 days.
Well, because he is a Sanders, I think he'll be fine. Because his dad, Dion, he's not gonna let his son go over the edge. That's not gonna happen. He just being young right now. You're in the NFL now. It's cool. You always have money, so it ain't the money part. It's just
right.
I made it. So if I'm the GM, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down.
I will have somebody follow you. I will assign somebody to you. You gotta think, bro. You gotta think. It's just like the Miami Heat and Pat Riley, yo. I've heard these stories from players. If he know you wilding out, or you go out and you do this in Miami, you wilding, they know everybody in the city. They know who you are. They got people that work there watching you. Texting them. Oh, he doing this. They know what you done before you did it. So yeah, if you the Browns GM, I'm keeping tabs on you if I think you that type of player. Everywhere you go, I will know about it. I will assign security to you, a person that's your security to follow you around.
Hell yeah, I forget what Pat Riley did that shit, but there was actually a player. I can't think of the knucklehead.
LeBron's cookies, yo.
Who?
He took LeBron's cookies.
Oh yeah,
he took that man cookies, yo. You got to do what you got to do.
They had motherfuckers following Delonte West around too. Remember that shit?
Yes, bro. You got to do what you got to do, bro. But some people, they still gonna be goofy. You know what I mean? And yes, Triple B. Everybody's watching, and it don't matter what he does. So everybody's gonna know about it.
Especially
you tapped into that.
Especially Shedeur at this point, man. Like Dion, I think really gotta. I know Dion gonna let him be his own man, but Dion really gotta pull him back and be like, look, they trying to put that X on your back already. You saw how the draft was. You can't be out here wilding, bro. Wow after you get the job, then go do some shit. Earn some shit first.
Yeah, he acting like he already got the job, which of course you got the job, but it's still a young man named Dillon Gabriel playing for the same position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't like it's just you and Flacco.
Right. And
it's another capable quarterback that's fighting for the same job. So you better stop acting retarded because Dillon Gabriel is sitting right there and to take your spot.
And he got a Toyota Corolla. He ain't doing 101.
Feel me? You ain't heard nothing about Dillon Gabriel.
Nah. Just throwing down in practice.
There you go. Just what he doing at mini camp, at the camps and shit. That's what it should be. And Shador is in the spotlight, so he got to chill, man. He has to. Shit, his brother is undrafted. Didn't his brother, somebody pick him up undrafted?
Yeah, I think he went to the Texans.
What have we heard?
Shit, he working.
He working. That's it. So that's what he got to do. If I'm the GM, though, I'm definitely keeping tabs. When you come back in and you did some shit, I'm gonna call you to my office, and I'm gonna tell you that I know before you even know I even knew what you was doing. Just so you know, I got eyes all over this bitch, and I'm tapping for real.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm watching, bro. You got to put the ankle bracelet on him, bro. Let know where he at all times.
put an ankle monitor on him, though.
You on jail, player? You on rookie probation.
Hey, did you see Terrence Crawford where he slapped dude to sleep?
No, that shit was crazy,
bruh. He slapped this man to sleep in the slap challenge, bro. I would have, bro. It'd have been y'all would have heard nothing but gunshots.
Oh yeah, you can't be slapping grown motherfuckers around, bro. There ain't nothing wrong, man. Come on, man. How you gonna slap a grown man to sleep and expect like?
Bro, he slapped dude to sleep though.
I'm looking. Look, we gotta go live. We gotta go live. I think we should telecast that fight, Jay, for real.
Hey, I'm down.
I'm ready. That crowd, man, it's getting. I'm starting to. Bro, that fight gonna be vicious, bro. I don't care. I don't know somebody gonna dominate, but that fight gonna be some smacking in that fight, boy.
I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think at the end of the day, Canelo gonna end up being too powerful, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. I don't think nobody gets knocked down and go to decision. I think Canelo just a little bit too powerful, man. Like he didn't been fighting at 175 and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Terrence got to come up, but when he coming up, it's going to affect his speed, and that's his game.
I mean, he been training like crazy. They say he ready. He is naturally 160, but he was fighting at 154. So technically, he went up 2 weight classes, but technically, he only going up 1 because he's naturally 160, and he walk around at 160 on a normal basis. So I think it'll be a really good fight. But Canelo is just that Mexican boy, that he hits hard. They underestimate him until they get in the ring and he start hitting you. They all say the same shit. I didn't know he could hit that hard. I didn't know that until I got in the ring and he started hitting me. Like Canelo,
you get hit in the mouth and start speaking Spanish and shit.
No body shots. Oh my lord!
Shit.
But I got this list right here though, and I don't know how I feel about it. College football's top 25 most dynamic. That's the key words.
Yeah, I saw you.
Dynamic players of the last 25 years. And I immediately was like Barry Sanders, but it said the last 25 years. So, number 1, Reggie Bush. I think I'm cool with that. Number 2, Cam Newton. Number 3, Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel. The only reason I'm not mad at that is because he was a freshman and won the Heisman as a freshman. The only person ever.
Number 3 ahead of Vince Carter though, or Vince Young.
We're about to get. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Lamar Jackson at 4, Vince Young at 5. Yeah, and all these dudes are Heisman too.
Yeah, got it.
Travis Hunter 6, Adrian Peterson 7, Darren McFadden, which is crazy as fuck that Darren and AP is 7 and 8. Then you got Devontae Smith, who I don't think should be on this list because he only had 1 good year as senior year.
As much as I let it
player,
he not in the top 10. I give you that.
Right, and then Tavon Austin at 10. So my initial thing was, where the fuck is Devin Hester? Because that's the most dynamic player I've ever seen in my life in college football.
And where the fuck is Ted Ginn Jr.?
Where's Ted Ginn Jr.? So Devontae and Travis Hunter shouldn't be on here.
And neither should Johnny Manziel, bro. Real talk. Come on, man.
Most dynamic? Not three. This time should be Hester, Bush, Darren McFadden at 3 because he was getting 200 yards a fucking game. Like nobody can stop him.
All right, everybody forget about Darren McFadden.
Nobody can stop him, yo. Nobody can stop him. I'm sorry. He number 3 for me. And then I'm an Adrian Peterson. Them 2 dudes, bro, they was unstoppable. Nobody can stop either one of those guys.
Adrian was ridiculous in college. I mean, he was ridiculous all the time in college.
Oh, but they got Manziel, Lamar, Vince, Travis. ahead of McFadden and AP, bro, and no Hester.
That's when you put in Ted Ginn Jr. and then you put in Devin Hester. Ain't no room for Manziel, bro. Stop that. Mike Evans.
Manziel was more dynamic than Travis Hunter and Devontae Smith. He won the Heisman as a freshman.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah. I mean,
you not remember him? You remember when Alabama was #1 and nobody was beating them niggas for years? He went out there as a freshman and beat them. You remember that?
Him and Mike Evans tore that shit up, bro.
Well, they was going crazy.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think of another quarterback who had a freshman year that tore it up. Bruh, hold on, bruh.
Cam Newton, maybe. Nah,
Steve McNair at Alcorn State.
Oh, yeah. My God. You see, they said the past 25 years. That's what I'm saying. Because Steve McNair, Barry Sanders, a lot of dudes would have been on here if it was late. But they said,
yeah, damn, it has been that long. 25 years, yeah. Steve McNair, bro. Even though he was at Alcorn, draw that motherfucker was that's
he was
killing.
And
Randy Moss
at Marshall. Damn, how was Randy? Well, but Randy wasn't. He was a monster, but maybe.
But he wasn't. Yeah, he didn't become.
You know what I mean? Like he wasn't. But then he came as a rookie though to the Vikings, and they had a 15-1 season his rookie year. He was unstoppable.
Randall Cunningham.
Randall was a monster in college. Barry is the #1 for me if we doing all time.
I like Barry, obviously Barry, but Reggie Bush, man, yeah, he did have that career.
#2 all time behind Devin Hester.
Because if you remember Reggie Bush, man, he was literally a receiver and a running back and a
when Reggie Bush, he used to get the ball, juke a couple niggas, run all the way over here. Everybody's over there. Reggie used to turn around, run all the way back across the field.
His change of direction was
he used to, bro. He'll do that 3-4 times in a play and still score.
That's my thing. How come Reggie couldn't do that in the pros?
Because he wasn't a big back.
Yeah, that's why I said that size mattered. See, the difference between him, I compare McCaffrey to him, but McCaffrey a lot bigger than Reggie.
Yeah, and he had a better offensive line too.
And he had
McCaffrey
and they used him better. I feel like he was Reggie. I don't think Reggie Bush was ever in the right offense. He really wasn't.
With the Saints, that's when Reggie was his best. Reggie was a monster with the Saints and Drew Brees, and because they had a good offensive line. But after that, I mean, he was cool in Miami, but it wasn't. The Saints is where he really was like Reggie Bush. But
Reggie Bush was different.
He played for UFC. He had Matt Leinart and Mike Williams, and you know who that dude played with? Like he had killers on the team. Carson Palmer was there at one point in time. I think Reggie was like a he might have been Carson left in 03. So and Reggie was 05. So yeah, Matt Leinart. He was with Matt Leinart boys and Ray Maluga and all them dudes on defense, Clay Matthews and all them motherfuckers. Yeah, he was with some
on the defense. Damn,
Brad Cushing. He was with some killers, boy.
Brad Cushing. Oh damn!
They had all three. It was Ray in the middle, and then Cushing and Clay Matthews. They all three was there.
That might be, bro. And Cushing is he on the border. If he wouldn't have got injured, he'd have been a Hall of Famer, bro. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm remembering that right because I know I
didn't know all them. They definitely all played in the same years, but I forgot they was on the same team. Like, damn,
I could be wrong, man. I might be remembering that right.
Reggie Bush, boy, man. To this day, Matt Leinart Reggie Bush everything he got in his career. Reggie Bush made Matt Leinart's career, bro.
Yes. Hold on, let me see, man.
Green pass.
His Heisman year was what? 05?
I think so.
Yeah, it was 05.
They sleeping on Ted Ginn Jr. Ted Ginn and State. Crazy.
Bro, they had Lindell White. I forgot they had Lindell White as their backup running back. Oh, yeah. Dwayne Jarrett was out there killing every single thing around.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, show me the rest of where the list at, man. Give me the whole team. They only giving me the stars.
Trying to see what else is on our headlines. So look, while you doing that, why the Panthers drunk, Jay? They out there. It's the niggers out there, bro. They didn't drop the fucking. They didn't drop the trophy and smash the Stanley Cup trophy.
The backup quarterback.
Oh, for real?
Matt Leinart, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Brian Cushing, he was there. Yeah, it was all, because Ray Maluga was in the middle because the Bengals drafted him.
Right. That's a crazy defense.
I think that was a different year, though, because it didn't show him. And Pete Carroll was their coach. So it wasn't that year they all played together. It was like the year before, 04, 03, it was all three of them.
Yeah.
It was, because they all played together. But this 05 year was only Brian Cushing because the other two already had left.
I feel like we missing a college player, though, in the last 25 years. We really, other than the two we said, Hester and Ginn, I feel like we missing somebody. We missing somebody. We got to be missing. If you got Johnny Manziel on there, minus his freshman year.
I remember Javon Ringer at Michigan State getting 200 yards a game. He was, oh my God. Javon, oh my Lord, bro. That dude was a monster, yo.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
I feel like
somebody.
It ain't gonna come to me until we watch. We're gonna post that shit on Facebook later and be like, damn, that was it right there. That was it.
Hold on, I got you.
I feel like it's a big name, and he's still in the. He either still in the league or he had a great NFL career.
Right.
Somebody. I feel like somebody missing off that. But we do got between Devin Hester and Ted Ginn, they top 5 for real.
And they got Anthony Davis as the top college player, period, in the past 25 years.
Anthony Davis?
Yeah, I didn't type in football.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, it was Anthony Davis. I mean, he was a freshman and led his team to a championship. I mean, yeah,
but I'm gonna go with Steph Curry, bro, on that one.
What? At Davidson?
Bruh, Steph Curry, like, even though he
didn't year is his only year that he had that was fire.
I know, but that's all you need. Like Caitlin Clark, Steph Curry, them motherfuckers, bruh. They made careers off of them 1 years.
It's Juju now, though. Well, she got injured, but it's Juju now. But
it is Juju.
Caitlin got to worry about Paige Beckers, man. Beckers Paige out there dropping buckets and dimes like crazy.
Speaking of that, they out here fucking Caitlin Clark up. They really trying to. Caitlin Clark right now, Jay, is starting. It's following their whole Curry. It's the whole Curry career all over again. They used to fuck Curry up.
You got to, bro.
Yeah, they used to beat him.
Bro, she scored 9 points in like so many seconds. It wasn't a Reggie Miller type. It was a little longer than that. But she came down and hit like fucking 3 straight NBA length range threes, like 35 footers. Yo, like
I saw that Curry one you put up. She pulled that bitch from 48 feet, 40 feet.
Beat her up. You have to.
And I'm looking like you said Caitlin Clark got to worry about old girl, but I feel like they gonna beat Caitlin Clark up and it's gonna turn into what Curry did. He gonna hit the gym. He gonna start building that game. Once she start building that game where she can get to the rack and then open up that jumper, Caitlin Clark might be that Curry.
Look at this list though. Top 25 football players in the last 25 years. I'll put top. So I'll go down so many. Guess who number 1 is? Ndamukong Suh. Remember Ndamukong Suh from Nebraska? He's number 1 in the past 25 years.
You talking college?
Yeah, college. Because I looked up, I wanted to see, because you said we forgot somebody.
That's who we missing. You
said we forgot somebody. So Ndamukong Suh, defensive tackle, is number 1 on this list in the past 25 years. And he was that dominant, though.
That's who take Manziel up out of there, for sure.
Guess who number 2 is?
Who?
Baker Mayfield. In the last 25 years. And
Baker number 2?
He won the Heisman. He won the Maxwell. He won the Walker Camp Award, the Davey O'Brien Award, another trophy. Like he did all that. Cam Newton is 3. I would put Cam over.
He won the dickhead trophy too. That motherfucker was a straight dick in college, bro.
Yeah, but I would put him over Baker though. And then 4, they got Vince Young. And then 5, they got Ed Reed. That's what I'm talking about, man. Charles Woodson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They
Hell yeah.
played 25 years though. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's West way past that. But Vince Carter and Reggie Bush is both because they played each other in the championship, right? Or nah? Yeah.
yeah, that's one.
Them two, that Vince Carter I keep saying Vince Carter, Vince Young and Reggie Bush's college careers. Obviously, that's the careers that we really watched and we seen. Those are my two top careers as college athletes. Them two, bruh, they changed the game. They were like Jordan at their teams in a game, Jay, that really is a team-based game. Vince Young, Reggie Bush, they made that game like individually, like basketball, you know?
Careers. I agree with Reggie Bush. I mean, I guess I agree with Vince Young too. Me, all time is Barry Sanders because he had a 2,600 season.
I mean, that's
and he played behind Thurman Thomas. Like,
man, he did play behind Thurman. That's
Thurman was going crazy, and then he left, and Barry went right out there and went crazy. But Ed Reed at 5, I love that because that's my favorite safety of all time. Tim Tebow at 6.
Normal guy got the bag. Yo,
that money. Tim Tebow 6.
Thurman Thomas was a beast.
Beast for sure. Reggie Bush is at 7 on this list. They got an offensive tackle at 8, Brian McKinney, which he was a monster.
Barry really like Thurman Thomas. You had both of them on the same team.
Yeah, same team. Yeah, they was some shit. Their offense was scary. Joe Burrow, number 9.
Okay.
Larry Fitzgerald, number 10. That he was a monster. Terrell Suggs, let me just do the top 20. Terrell Suggs, number 11. Joe Thomas, number 12. Khalil Mack, 13. Aaron Donald, 14. David Pollock was a monster, 15, and we drafted him, and he injured the shit out his neck. Deshaun Watson, 16. Roy Williams, I forgot about Roy. Roy, 17.
Oh, 18, Roy.
Yeah, 18. Kyler Murray. 19. Devontae Smith. That's crazy. He only had one good fucking year. How is he 19 and you ain't even seen the Randy Moss yet?
The numbers he put up crazy though.
Number 20 is Lamar Jackson.
They really got him at 20 though?
At 20, they got him at 20. He won the Heisman and all that shit with Louisville, and they got this man at 20.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you see who's all ahead of him, man. I mean, Roy Williams, Lamar would have to go ahead of Roy, but Roy had a great college career though.
Right. Damn, they got Will Anderson Jr., who just got drafted in 2021, 2022 at 22.
They got him. He's still in the league?
No, this he just got drafted in 21 or 22 out of Alabama. He played for the Texans. Remember, D'Amico drafted him and CJ. That was his first 2 picks.
Normal guy says, shout out to LSU baseball team for beating our Arkansas and advancing to the college world.
LSU, speaking of LSU, Tyrann Mathieu at the 23.
Oh, yeah, the Badgers, man, for sure.
And they got Julius Peppers at 24.
What?
Yeah, bro. Jonathan Taylor at 25, which I'm cool with that. But okay, so they did was
definitely top.
They got the first 10 out. Michael Crabtree. Oh shit, I forgot about Michael Crabtree. He was unstoppable at Texas Tech. They got Michael Crabtree, Dwight Freeney, Robert Gallery, Robert Griffin III, Calvin Johnson at first 10 out. Derek Johnson. Luke fucking Kuechly, Trevor Lawrence, Mariota, Christian McCaffrey. Wow.
Yeah, McCaffrey. He should be way more up there. McCaffrey
top 25. Luke Kuechly should be in the top 25. Calvin Johnson should be in the top 25.
Oh yeah, but like I said, you got to take
in college. He went crazy. Calvin was unstoppable in college. McCaffrey wasn't unstoppable in college though, so he's where he should be.
Megatron was unstoppable when he came out the womb. He came out, bro.
He was going crazy at Georgia Tech. You know, Georgia Tech passing attack was trash until he got there.
He had 3. They said he had 3 motherfuckers guarding him, bro. He could double team, and he had the zone on him, and still beat.
It didn't matter. But look at this. Look at this though. The top college players. Okay, this NBA now. Anthony Davis. Well, college basketball. Yeah. Anthony Davis, Blake Griffin, Buddy Hield, Carmelo Anthony, which that's crazy that Carmelo, he led his team to a championship as a freshman too. He should be up under AD at number 2. Doug McDermott, Dwayne Wade, Emeka Okafor, Jay Will. I like that he's on there. JJ Redick, John Wall, Kemba Walker, Kevin Durant, Beasley, Mike Beasley, Curry, Trae Young, Tyler Hasbro, and Zion Williamson.
You know, the name you said on there, that's one of the biggest busts ever, bruh. Doug McDermott, bruh.
Yeah, man, because he was a monster at Creighton.
Crazy monster. I don't understand. See, basketball is different from football. We understand the transition between college basketball and college football or NFL. But the transition between college the hoop don't change. The court is still the same. Like, how you go from making every bucket in college and can't make no buckets in the NBA? That shit crazy.
The basket too far away from the line.
Right. Like, there's too many people in the crowd. It's extra 20,000. I can't shoot. Like, bruh, what happened to Doug McDermott?
I had one of those build your team joints. I think it was something. I got it off the rails for us though, real quick.
Yeah, let's go off the rails. It's Thursday. Let's get it.
One gotta go.
All right, Noah, you go. Oh yeah, guess you want to do some rappers? Oh, you've been putting them up too.
One gotta go. Fab, Wayne, Jada, or Banks.
You already, come on, man. Stop it. You already know. I know you said nobody, but somebody got to go, and it's obviously Lloyd Banks. Stop it.
Man, argue the case. I need to hear the argument for that.
Well,
you know his name is the Punchline King. That's what they nicknamed him. I need to know I need the explanation.
I get it. Maybe it's see me. I should be taking first of all, if I'm okay, let's match them up. Kiss, stop it. Kiss is in top 5.
Nobody on the planet can fuck with Kiss.
Kiss is top 5 dead or alive. Now, even though I can put Kiss and Banks maybe in the same category because they never made those anthem like that album. To this day, Kiss got some great his catalog.
Yeah, man, that shit was too hard.
Catalog crazy, but
it was too hard, man. It was mainstream.
Yeah, at least Wayne got Carter 3. He got a couple Carters. Like, at least Wayne can sit on some classics.
Yeah, but this ain't. See, I don't know their criteria, man. I'm saying rapping, not catalogs, not none of that stuff. Because
who's the fourth one?
He's still
who's the fourth one?
Huh?
Who's the fourth one? Who was the other one?
Fab.
Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. If there's one guy that can come off of there, and I give you, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say Banks. Yeah, him and Fab. Banks and Fab are. I'm gonna give Banks because he's the Punchline King, but Fab had that swag. But as far as crew, all right, I'm gonna give you that. I can drop Fab and keep Banks. I can do that.
Yeah, because it's hard not to. Because Banks, it's different when you get to like a Jada and a Lloyd Banks, because they catalogs are fire to people that love music, but they shit was too hard for the mainstream. Like when Banks did his mainstream shit, he went platinum.
Facts. Yeah, he
went platinum when he was, but then he just the hunger for more too. Like them was fucking classics. Those are platinum albums. But when we just talking about rapping, like just putting on a beat and we just rap, there's no way I can not have Banks and Jada.
Where do you put Cassidy up there? Because Cassidy falls in that Lloyd Banks.
Cassidy was one of the greatest rappers of ever to touch a microphone, but these days we can't even mention Cassidy. We can't do it.
Well, we can't. Well, I know Banks. I didn't hear Banks just drop one last year. I didn't really hear much.
He just dropped one this year. He just dropped. Bro, he dropped Cody one. He dropped 3 albums in the past. No, he dropped 5 albums in the past 5 years.
This is my thing.
Cody 1, Cody 2, Cody 3, Halloween Havoc. That shit's stupid. And then the one he just dropped, I ain't got all the way. I ain't listened to it yet, but it's supposed to be hard.
See, I understand that being an underground MC, I can understand why they put Banks and kept him there, and why he was never able to get out of that, get to that 50 level. I can understand why he's still dropping albums every year, and nobody but the hip hop heads know of it, because I'm there, I've been there, but
right.
I don't understand why at this point I feel like Jay, you hit your Wayne had a prime. Obviously, he started 17, 16. He had a prime at 25. He had a prime. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like you really start hitting your prime as a writer. When you start writing 15, 20 years, when you start hitting your late 30s and your early 40s, you should be able to plateau and prime out. Right. How come Lloyd Banks ain't priming yet, though? That's my
because he if you listen to his music, he's definitely there, but he don't want the mainstream. He never was the mainstream guy. Like that was never his thing. Like we seen what he did with his mainstream albums, then G Unit fell apart, 50 stopped fucking with everybody. And he just said, I'm gonna do my own independent thing. I don't want no labels, nothing. Like he just want to put out music. That's it. But if you go and listen to all his recent shit, it's just like Nas dropping 3 King's Disease and 3 Magics. Those were 6 phenomenal albums. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go back and look at Banks, bro. He is still murdering everything, moving. The bars is there. The only thing about Banks is he like them boom bap beats, man. Like he don't get them. So the new one is supposed to be harder beats. He always like them. His beat selection be getting on my damn nerves.
That is exactly what, and I think that's what's affected him. That's why I would take Fab over him. His selection of music, like I understand, I get it. Keep it underground, keep it street, keep it clap, clap, clap. But where them beats?
You don't think Banks would bar up Fab if they was battle rapping?
Yeah, slightly. I don't think anybody could buy it.
All three of them. Like Wayne is smart. He creative with what he got to say. But I think if you put Wayne head to head rapping with any one of these 3 dudes, I don't think he comes out on top of that, man. Like you putting albums together and songs, yes, he got that on lock. You know what I mean? Like Wayne is more successful than all 3 of these dudes put together.
Yeah, but when we talking
straight bars, just straight rapping, we coming out now. You hear, go. It has to be Wayne, yo.
I could go with you on that. But Wayne, I don't think Wayne feels. I don't think we've ever seen Wayne tested. That's why I wanted Wayne. I wanted him to go with Kendrick. I wanted to.
The only reason I say not because he can't rap better him or rap, none of that. Just because there's nobody needs to go at Kendrick because nobody's gonna give you dirt. Nobody's gonna give you nothing to use.
Yeah, but
when you battling, you gotta be able to talk to people and get dirt. That's what battling is. Drake was paying people, and niggas like, nah, we good. Like we don't even. Wayne has so much shit. Drake fucked his girl while he was locked up. Kendrick's gonna have a field day with that.
Yeah, now I'm not talking about the politics and the information you got on. I'm just saying, I don't think that nobody ever came at Wayne's neck. Nobody.
Why would you?
Exactly. So it's like Jay. Nobody ever came at Hov's neck but Nas. So it was like you saw.
Prodigy did too, but he smoked them.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Prodigy. That's my Queensbridge, bro. The HNIC. That's my dog, but. Prodigy.
Now he had beef with a few people though. He just smoked them. It never came to nothing.
That's what I mean. Who actually got Jay? This is how I know you. Me and you, Jay. We Jay-Z fans.
Just Nas. That's it.
Who actually got Jay to even look at they poster and be like, all right, I'm gonna praise Nas. So that's what Wayne needed. I feel like Wayne needed somebody that came at his neck so we could see exactly what Wayne got in here. Where his heart at. Where his heart really is.
Wayne ain't that type of person though. Wayne is, I want to be high. I want to make my music and skateboard and fuck all these girls. He don't want to. He never wanted to beef with nobody. That's why I don't think he would fare well in that because he don't even know. Like if we put these dudes head to head, he wouldn't even know how to approach that.
I think he would get.
They know how to approach it. They come
I think he might get Fabulous. He might.
If he gets any of them, it's not gonna be Jada or Banks. I promise you that.
No. He's not getting this. He's not getting this.
There ain't nobody alive except for the white boy that can even think about rapping with Jadakiss. Like really, like we going at each other. That's the only other person. There's nobody that can rap with Jada. I'm sorry.
Nobody. But
Hov is going. He can rap with Jada. He might even have a harder song and verse and everything. But the shit he gonna be saying is not gonna be as hard as the shit that Jada's saying.
The only person that's my trio of the top 3 greatest MCs. I'm not talking rappers. I
Way up
said
there.
MCs ever. Nas, Jay, Jadakiss. Those are only three that you cannot eat. You can't eat any of them three. Ever.
Eminem, bro. Eminem, it's got to be 4, bro. Eminem, nobody can, bro. I've never seen it happen.
No, I give you that. If you had to give me a fourth, it would be not. But you could actually tell you the truth, bro. I hate to say this, Jay, and I'm not even speaking. I ain't even going to hate to say it. It is what it is. MCing is what it is.
Yeah.
And might get Jada, bro. For real.
Oh, don't nobody put words together like that fucking white boy. I'm sorry. Now, that's why I said if there's one person that can even think about out rapping Jada, it's Eminem, bro. Like, there's not. It's probably like people that can beat Eminem, like actually just rapping and putting the way he puts words together, yo. He has quadruple entendres and shit that he says.
It's dumb. It's crazy. And his win. The thing about it is his win. His wins. He doesn't breathe when he rhymes, so his speed is crazy. It's like right. Like the only other person we seen do this was Busta, and Busta don't say the shit.
Yeah. Well, that's why Twista is the best fast rapper in the world. That's why he in the Guinness, because he's saying shit the whole time.
Yeah, that's right. That's a fact.
A lot pathological and all these long ass words and supercalifragilistic and shit. Like, how the fuck he do that?
Yeah,
like, yeah.
That's now, my other than the Godfathers of hip hop. I call you can't put Biggie and Pac on the Mount Rushmore because they the Godfathers. They like the Jesus in the game. So
the only reason I don't like Mount Rushmore is because Mount Rushmore is literally the founding father. So you can't put.
Yeah, there would be no
Rushmore. Like they try to put, like in basketball, they try to go Jordan, Bron, and all these. You can't do that. Mount Rushmore is the fathers.
Jay, let's go right now. Other than the gods, who is your Mount Rushmore 4 rappers?
Outside of the founders and all of that shit.
Outside of all the dead and gone.
Obviously, Jay-Z.
Yeah,
sure.
that's a good.
That's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Damn.
That might be the best.
I do not want to say this.
You have to say it.
I'm about to say it. I gotta say Drake, bro. As much as I don't want to say Drake, bro, the impact that he's put on this hip hop shit, bro, it cannot be unmatched.
We wasn't talk, but remember, well, we got a little bit of time. Now, come on. Now, okay, Jay, who
just
you putting?
Just rapping.
Yeah.
Jay, Nas, just rapping. Jay, Nas, Jada, and the white boy. Okay,
so who are you? So if you add in the accolades, who are you taking out to put Drake in? That's where I'm confused. Who are you gonna take out? Nas?
It'll have to be Nas, bro.
You can't. You know that you can't. You can't.
Well, if we add in the accolades, bro. If we add in the accolades, bro, Jay-Z and Drake,
it would have to be Jada. It would have to be Jada.
No, because he can't rap better than him.
But that's why I said if we add accolades.
Yes, if we add accolades, I think, all right, nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah,
Drake don't rap better than us, so nobody. You're right. Nobody.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for clearing that. Okay, top 5, that would be him. So that you just said, this is mine. Hove, Nas, and because I love Jada, but I gotta put Redman ahead of Jadakiss, bro.
Reggie.
I gotta put Red. Look, because you know why? Because if Eminem said that's his top 5, top 3, top 1, then he got to be in 4. Yeah,
he's one of them though. Reggie's one of them, but people don't be understanding that how hard Redman is still to this day. Right now, Redman will bar anybody up.
And that's my favorite rapper. Hove and Nas are the GOATs, but Redman is my favorite rapper. Then come Jadakiss.
See, my favorite is Jadakiss. Then it's Styles P. Then Jay-Z.
Oh, Styles is that boy. The GOAT. The GOAT.
If Jada didn't exist, if Jada and Eminem didn't exist, bro, Styles P would be nobody, bro. He don't even, bro. This nigga Styles, you would just turn the beat on and he gonna drop.
That's why the Locks need more. Man, give the Locks more flowers, bro. For real. That's
Super Bowl time.
Yeah, we'll have to debate that next Thursday.
But we appreciate y'all, of course. Like always, got to go get ready for work. No Mike, but we'll let him know y'all miss him.
Yeah.
It's always a fun time with the niggers. Salute to the chat.
Half Mexican. Hey, we have Puerto Rican, half black. The
You
niggers.
heard? Salute to everybody, all the supporters, man. Hit all the buttons, and you already know, man. We'll see y'all Sunday. Scully,
Yep.
I'm
Show
waiting.
that love, man. Tell them, hey, y'all show some love to the best in the business, right, Jay?
That's the fact. Salute,
Let's go.
baby. We out.
We out.